Okay, sorry it took me so long to get to this. I am tying up the Willy Wonka fly, the theme fly that Jim and I tied. He did his version, I did mine. Mine looks like this. That's what you're gonna see here in a second. Basically, it's an Aquafly's shank. You can use whatever shank you want. It's 26 millimeter Senyo's intruder wire. And then I'll talk you through it as we go. Aqua Talon hooks. You can use anything you fucking want as long as you get the job done here, right? So, I don't know if this is fucking auto-focusing on what I want it to. Let's see. So. Oh, look at that. There we go. So I've tied up some intruder wire. I'm not completed yet. Just now you guys are catching up here right now. I always like to take, I don't ever loop it through the eye of the shank, but I do give it a little super glue, zap a gap, whatever, bro chacho. So I know this seems a little bit fucking silly, but I'll pull back one and tie and give it like some good wraps, come back forward again, and then grab a hold of the other one and run it right alongside the other one, and then come on back. So we always keep a fresh one spooled up. Not the same color thread, but who gives a shit? So anyway, there's that. Really fucking crank those things in there. I'm not worried about them getting it out as soon as I add the super glue, and you shouldn't either. So until someday I lose a steelhead because I didn't do it, it's totally fucking fine. It's totally gonna be okay. So I can't get that fucking intruder wire to not spin. There we go. Intruder wire is insanely sharp. I probably say this in any video I've ever made, but if you're tying over where you've cut intruder wire, it's gonna fucking muck up your thread if you're not careful coming back over it. So there you have it. I like to get this hook and get it the F out of my way the best I can. Whatever that means, it usually means nothing. In this case, there it is. All right, where to fucking go from here? Even I can't remember. I should have done this right away because they're basically freestyle flies. Okay, so let me see. Very clearly, I used this, and this is Vivis Halo Tinsel Purple, or whatever, Violet. Violet seems to be more fitting for what I've got going, so there you have it. Remember, be careful right fucking there. And then let's fucking go to Candy Cane Town. This is pretty simple. It's just fucking one wrap, kind of overlapping the next wrap. Just kind of how, if you were taught how to mow a lawn by a dad who fucking cared about his lawn, then he fucking definitely taught you how to overlap like each of your tracks back up the lawn. You know what I mean? Or you don't know what I mean. Whatever. Pretty fucking simple, right? But I have a thing about fucking tinsels and things like that when I use them as a body, so I will always take a little bit of my Loon UV and kind of give it, holy fuck, that's a weird consistency, like it's gotten too cold out here or something. Wow. Not seen that before. So, Bobkin, kind of give it some good schmears. Top, bottom. I personally, I don't know if this fucking does anything other than makes me feel like it's gonna help it hold together better. Just bumps any kinds of rocks or anything as you're fishing, or you catch many fish with it. Maybe they fucking chew it up. At least some UV finish on it will keep it held together. Okay, what else? What did I do now? So I guarantee I did some kind of fucking loop in here. I'm not a fan of loops at all. Having to fucking tie in any kind of material into it, I don't do it. But, in fact, I don't even know what the fuck that is either. That's interesting. I'm not gonna do it. Here's what I'm gonna do though. So at this point, you want to have about a 1/2 inch, by the way, to the tip of your, to the eye of your shank, because these materials fucking pack in there pretty quick. It's kind of wild. Leave yourself some room. Now this is going to be iced up orange. Yep. And then this is actually a Solar Evil Magenta. So yep. How much to use? It's a good question. Up to you. Less is more. That's all I can really say about using anything here as I'm packing it in there. All right. The reason why I was spinning up any kind of materials at all is because I was just trying to make Jim fucking happy, and I may have been successful. I just cut out a little bit of this fucking material because it's fucking way long and really fucking unnecessary to have like 8 million feet of it out here. So I know other people in other videos like explain this shit way better, and I'm not gonna. I'm fucking making this one go quick. So spin the fuck up out of this brush. This is really why I'm not a fan of these fucking things, because it just seems like such a hideous amount of fucking work. It's just kind of so dumb. For fucking flies the fish don't even give a shit about. But we're tying cool fucking themed flies, and so I wanted it to look pretty also. Like right now, kind of taking my time to do it. Now I'm about to hit that bump where I tied my intruder wire back. That's usually where I stop, and that's a good indication. That gives me still at that point about 3/8 of the shank left to finish out the rest of these materials on. I will just fucking tie every bit of this in right now. That's actually perfect. Yep. So, here's the thing. You have to fucking pick these materials out, right? In fact, Bobkin, they will get trapped up on themselves. I can see like all of them were trapped up on themselves, and then it does you no good. Do it each stage as you go if you're going to do this kind of thing, rather than try to pick it out at the end. For one, because as you're building a fly, you want to see how materials lay on top of other materials, and if they're stuck down, you're not going to know. And at the end of it, you start plucking shit out, and your fly looks like crap, and you don't have a very fun fucking time, having wasted time. All right. Peel this back, give it trap it down. Try to get your thread kind of set back in this clump the best you can, because we're trying to buy as much real estate as we possibly can here. So I can't remember who the fuck makes this. I'm gonna tell you that I wish I knew, but and I have nothing left on it. But this seems to be a 2.5 inch EP brush. It's purple. I don't know the name of it, but I used it on the last one. We're gonna use it on this one. Okay. Okay. I don't work at a fly shop. I'm not affiliated with a fly shop, but I'll tell you, if I were to try to sell you a fly tying material, I would say get yourself some EP brush. You'll hear me say that constantly because it's fucking awesome. It's awesome shit. In fact, the fact that I'm using this after I just tied a fucking any kind of, fucking material loop, any kind of fucking anything, and just built a little loop. It wasn't really a composite loop, but I mean, this shit'll do it. 3 wraps, not typically counting, but we don't need a whole bunch of it. Remember, there's stainless steel wire in this, so your fucking lousiest scissors you have. You guys are gonna have to bear with me because I'm gonna put materials away as I go on this one, like a fucking grown up. The fuck in there. Because this will be the last time I'm tying this one for a while, so I don't need to keep them out. In fact, I actually have to play catch up and tie the pumpkin pie fly next. Probably tomorrow. I'll put that one out. So, how's this going? Are we able to see what's fucking happening here? Remember to fucking pluck these fucking fibers out so it doesn't look like a hideous ball of shit. If you have a wire brush or fucking whatever, you can always kind of get going to it now. It's starting to become a fly already. I mean, just like that. That's what it fucking takes to start making it look like something happy. Forgive me if I keep having to get into this fucking thing to figure out what I have done. So I'm pretty positive I ended up having to use. This is a barred ostrich, a kingfisher blue. I'm hoping I have enough of it left in this fucking package to make this actually work. Maybe I have fucking enough of them that are long enough. Fuck. Let me see if I have more. Okay. Well, I fucking lucked out right there, I guess. So, let's go Go ahead and do this. The length of this material has to be long enough to reach the end of your hook there, right? It's basically going to be like the longest material in here. So that's how you measure that. Just kind of determine that everything hereafter kind of is going to get shorter and shorter and shorter as you work your way up toward the front of the fly. And I also need to tie in my fucking my lead eyes here in a second. That's normally something I do way earlier in this process, and I have not done it yet. So no, I will not fucking tie a fucking loop for this. You can just tie these things in kind of individually, and that's it. Yep. I've already fucking run out of shit though. Okay. Sorry, I know some of this can be fucking pretty boring, but you fucking showed up for it, so I guess we're in it together. Honestly, I like watching. If I ever watch a fly tying video, I love it when they don't talk. So just watch the process. It's better for me, but I don't know why I don't know why the fuck I talk in mine then. Yeah, who knows? All right, give those things a fucking reef. Cut out those fucking stupid loose ends. Really want to get those out of the way. Small thread heads, small thread at the fucking head of your fly. That's just classy, man. It's classy if you have fucking lots of bulk, if you've bulked it up with lousy fucking trimming or whatever. That's great. This is an easy thing to do, to just polish up your fly as you go. So why not do it? It's like the easiest fucking thing you could possibly be doing to tie a nice looking fly. Okay. What did I do now? Some black marabou came in here, I'm pretty certain. Let me double check. Feeling like that was the case. And not a whole, I don't know. I think I peeled one side off of the marabou. You want to find the wispiest marabou feather you can find. It's really fucking difficult because this package has already been plucked through pretty well. It only comes with like fucking 3 nice feathers ever. Piles of shit. Maybe that's the best one. That's not even that good. This really sucks. I don't know what to say about it. Just kind of sucks. Oh, better tie in that fucking eye first. Is it cold in here?
I have girls' night, remember?
Do you? Okay.
Just saying.
Hey, my wife's talking to me. That's what's going on. What? No, I'm tying up the one for the YouTube that I needed to do. Where the fuck was I at? Okay. Marabou. Strip about half of one side off. And why this is important is because we're not looking to bulk it up with any more material. It just kind of adds a little bit of something, but not a whole lot of something. That dog is such a fucking idiot. I can hear my dog barking at nothing. He just, every time he goes out, he just has to like go run down the fence line and bark. It's crazy. So, how many reps was that? Don't know. Would Jim be disappointed? Probably. Jim would have done 3 precise, exact reps. Well, can't bash Jim Sens for doing anything fucking as precise as he does, because he ties fucking be like beautiful flies. So obviously, precision counts for something. In my world, mostly it doesn't. I think people are really drawn to his flies, and I think fish are as well, because they clearly work. I just won't do that kind of thing. I don't think the fish care too much. I'm one of those people. Yeah, I'll say that kind of shit. The fish don't care. They don't fucking care. So, some purple grizzly saddle. You know you're gonna fucking want. Here's an important piece to this. Jim and I were just talking about it actually in one out of our live events on Instagram. Where to pick your feathers from in the Cape. If you go really fucking low down here, you're gonna end up with like these kind of stringy things. They're good for some other purposes, and the higher up on this you go, the fatter the feather you go. So kind of go mid Cape is where you want to find the feather that you're gonna use for this. Just stiff enough, has the shape. It's gonna be fucking awesome. It's gonna be what you want. And they try to match one side with the other as far as like actual, you know, the size of the feather goes, the best you can. So I can tell you right now that a fucking massive fucking step that I must have missed that I did not miss in the last one was that I cut a lot more of this out. I'm gonna kind of, I don't know how this is gonna buff out. Don't do this. It's not a good idea to try to cut materials out in the center of your fucking fly after the fact, but I have way too much going on here. It has to go away. So I could just like see it. You know, it was bothering me because I knew it was gonna end up looking like absolute fucking dick come the end of the fly, and it's still made just because of how I'm doing it. But we'll fucking give it a shot. Fucking pull, fucker. Somehow I feel a little bit better about that. Okay. This jammy, okay? They cross fucking over each other. That's like the key to doing this in a beautiful, perfect kind of fucking way, okay? All right. Yes, I'm gonna run this one through the fucking stupid thing. light. Light. I always give myself 2 little fucking light jammies. See what that's going to kind of look like. That way when it sucks, you can also unwrap it in only 2 wraps. Because these things are fucking... There's something about these things that are... It's actually kind of... I think everyone has their own struggle time with it. And they can be a real bitch, man. They can be a fucking bitch. So, that looks about right, though. Get that fucker in there. Same thing, just 1, 2. Oh, fuck. Yeah, I can tell that kind of is going to piss me off. Okay. Can I squeeze them in anymore? If I can, I'm gonna. I could sit and do this for fucking like 40 fucking minutes. So I'm not gonna. I'm gonna fucking get moving on here somehow, I hope. Oh, fuck. Why that occurred, I hadn't tied it back yet. So if there's any great example in the world of why we fucking tie them back, now you know. And my son's waking up playing banjo over there. Okay, well, redo, reset. I don't fucking like edit these videos. I don't take any of that kind of time. If I did, you wouldn't have to suffer with watching me fucking do this. So, all right. I'm feeling rather unsatisfied with it. Fuck it. I gotta move on. All right. I'm gonna take those, tie those back. Boom. Clip out the excess. Or trim them up. Trim up the stems. I don't know what's going on right now. I'm not bonged out. I don't fucking smoke pot or any of that crap. But I'm feeling like I did. And my brain is not fucking firing on any cylinders. To polish this thing up, man, this is actually Blue Fox. And take a pretty good... Oh, yeah. You gotta fucking do one more of these stupid pieces of shit. Wax it up. Wax it up real good. Alright. Find this fucking thing. Get yourself a good old clumper of it. This is basically the last material in this thing. No flash or anything. I kind of figured that the like evil magenta shit that I added in there would be good enough. Pluck these guard hairs out of here. Right, figure out where we're at. Don't need that much of it. Don't need that much of it. You end up trimming a whole bunch of this off. That'll probably still be quite a bit. Dang. All right. don't know if you can see what's going on there. I'm going to spread out like an inch of this or so. Okay. And then even then, I'm going to fucking trim off like the back end of that. Spin! Just want to get caught up with like all your other stupid feathers up in here. All the other materials in here, so make sure that doesn't happen. Like that right there. Okay. Then you got to brush it out. Fucking cunt bag. That's gonna really just get me all fucking irked. Okay. Now, okay. Pull back. Pull it back. Just kind of work your way right into the eye up here. Yep. And that's it. Toss that around once. Toss it around twice. That's fucking fine. That's gonna be kind of it. The only bonged out thing I did here that I realized that I did really fucking backwards is I should have put this on first, and I didn't. So let's see where we're at. Give the old brush. All right, man. I don't know if you guys can see it. Well, I guess I should probably just finish it up here. Whip finish. And this could be UV or super glue or however you want to kind of finish it up. I'll probably use the UV. Usually just take and tip it upside down. I put a little bit on my Bobkin. Way fucking too much. And then this just allows you to kind of like very precisely put this where you want it. And yeah, it doesn't get all up in all your materials and make everything kind of turn into shit. Nope, that's it. There it goes. Okay. I'll fucking sign off here in a second anyway, so. All right. That's it. Voila. I'll show you guys more later.